Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm diving into a security incident involving GitHub Actions that occurred over the weekend. Let's jump into it. First, let's go through what happened and then talk about what you need to do if you're impacted and additionally, how to prevent this from happening again. So on March 14th, some bad guys got control of an account associated with the TJ Actions Changed Files public repository. This repository is a GitHub action that is referenced and used by many other repositories. The attackers then updated the code in the repository and changed a key tag to point to this new malicious code. This is an important detail because there are other repositories that use this tag as a pointer for which code to pull into their CI/CD pipeline. So let's talk about what this malicious code does. It dumps the memory of the GitHub action runner process and dumps it to a log after base 64 encoding it. In a private repository, this probably isn't a big deal, but for a public repository, that log would be publicly visible and would be an issue because there could be all kinds of secret tokens or passwords in that memory dump. And apparently more than 23,000 organizations use TJ Actions, so this is a pretty serious issue. But thankfully, a company called StepSecurity identified this issue pretty quickly, and the repository was updated to remove this malicious code. However, the memory dumps still could be in the logs of impacted public repositories. So if your organization makes any use of TJ Actions, you need to run through your GitHub Actions log to see if the bad code was executed and if there are any memory dumps in the logs. All right, so lastly, how could you prevent a similar attack like this in the future? The best advice would be to make any references to specific commits using the SHA hash and not a tag. This would prevent your environment from pulling in and executing code that you haven't validated. Now, there is a downside to doing this, and that is that you won't automatically get the latest code, and there could be a situation where the code you've linked to through the commit hash has a vulnerability that gets fixed in the latest release. Obviously, in that situation, you'd like to have the latest version over the tagged version in the repository. So it's not simple. You really have to make a choice and figure out what works best for you and your organization. But this was an interesting one. I'm not a current user of GitHub Actions, so I have had to read up on this just a little bit. If I've gotten any of the details wrong, please leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.